The female CEO was shocked to discover her daughter had been kicked out of school by the principal, and her student registration was directly cancelled. The CEO was full of confusion. She couldn't understand why the school would do this. But just then, the principal said a child born from a disgraceful affair had no right to exist in their school. Just earlier, the CEO had seen a photo sent in the parent group. It showed her daughter bruised and beaten. She was instantly furious and demanded in the group to know who had dared lay a hand on her 5-year-old daughter. To her shock, one parent publicly admitted she had told her son to do it. The CEO couldn't believe it. That parent was acting so arrogantly, so she asked for a reason, and the woman responded with venom, claiming the CEO had ruined her family, and her daughter was a filthy child who deserved to be beaten and kicked out of school. Hearing this, the CEO struggled to hold back her emotions. As the billionaire chairwoman of a large corporation, she could not tolerate anyone bullying her daughter. She demanded justice today, but the other parent brushed it off with contempt, and firmly insisted she was the rightful wife. To prove it, she even threw out a wedding photo. In the picture, the man was none other than the CEO's longtime husband. At that moment, the CEO finally understood. The man she had supported for years had been keeping another woman on the side. It turned out she was the chairwoman of the wealthiest corporation. A few years ago, she had handed one of the company's branches over to her husband to manage. Even though the company had been losing money for years, she still believed in him. She thought he had done his duty as a husband, as a father, and as a live-in son-in-law. So she decided to give him more time, even investing $1 billion to cover the company's losses, trying to help him turn things around. But little did she know, he had been using her money to support another woman. Still reeling from the betrayal, the parent group exploded. Other parents began accusing her of being a homewrecker, saying her daughter should be kicked out too. Some even plotted to harm her daughter in secret. Hearing all this, the CEO was furious to the core. She immediately called her assistant and ordered a full investigation into her husband and the other woman. If the evidence was solid, she swore to make them pay dearly. After hanging up, she rushed to the school to demand answers. By the time she arrived, a crowd of parents had gathered at the gate. When they heard she was the president's wife, they immediately changed their attitude and tried to curry favor with her. Some even offered to help her teach the mistress a lesson. Even the teachers had taken her side. Just then, the CEO pulled up in her luxury car, but the moment the teacher saw her, she coldly announced that her daughter had been expelled. The CEO laughed in disbelief out of anger. Her daughter had been beaten at school, but instead of standing up for her, the school had expelled the victim. The teacher didn't back down and confidently declared they were an elite private kindergarten with extremely high admission standards. A child with a questionable background was simply not qualified to stay. As she said this, the mistress suddenly noticed the luxury car. She instantly assumed it was bought with her man's money. To vent her anger, she grabbed a can of paint from a worker, walked straight to the car, and boldly sprayed 4 huge words across it. "Mistress deserves to die." But the CEO didn't stop her. She just watched quietly, because she knew how arrogant the woman felt now, and how pitiful she'd be crying later. Unaware of what was coming, the mistress kept rummaging for more things to smash, but she had no idea she'd soon pay a heavy price for everything she'd done.